All right. Hey, everybody, this is A-Dad with Generational Wealth. We are back with another video. First and foremost, before I begin, I wanted to start by saying thank you to everyone that subscribed so far. Greatly appreciated. For the new subscribers or people thinking of subscribing to the channel, when I developed Generational Wealth, I had a few things in mind for the channel. One was to provide information that could help us create generational wealth. Two was giving us resources that we probably feel like we don't have and sharing the information that can get us to those resources. And three, really just providing information for the general public that's going to help push us forward. So I've been wanting to speak about something that's definitely been on my mind lately. And it's pretty much the art of dealing with negativity, especially within the conversations that I've been having, or the brief conversations I've been having with a few people that have watched the channel so far. I'm definitely seeing that there's a lot of negativity going around and people don't necessarily know either how to handle it or what to do with it. And, for me personally, in my lifetime, I've had many ups. I've had a significant amount of downs, probably more downs than ups. But one of the few things that I do to push me forward through those experiences that might be trying is I always have a higher vision of myself, and I always have goals in regards to, okay, if I'm feeling this type of way, what do I do next? So just speaking about like experiences, and this is pretty personal, but I don't mind sharing it for the people that feel like they might be going through something and they either feel like there's no way out of it, or they might just be the only person experiencing the type of turmoil that they're in. So a few years ago, I moved to the West Coast, and then briefly after the West Coast, I moved to Atlanta. Now, when I moved to Atlanta, I was extremely excited because any endeavor or venture that I do, I'm the type of person that I put my all into it. So when I moved out there, I was really excited. So I arrive in Atlanta, I get myself set up. And when I'm out there, I'm noticing that I'm first off doing an occupation that I had never done before, but again, with my personality and the way I move, it doesn't matter what I'm doing. I always know I'm going to be great at it. But unfortunately, in this particular situation, it just so happens that it was the complete opposite. I actually wasn't that good at the job at all. And not to mention, I really had no familiarity with the state. So saying that I struggled mightily is an understatement. Everything I didn't work. And no matter how hard I tried, I would try harder, and it was almost like a boomerang effect. Like I would try hard and then it would double back and things would get worse. So you can imagine anybody out there that has a certain level of ambition, in your head, you're going to go, no, I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep trying. If this doesn't work, I'll go a different route. Well, not only did I go a different route, and not only did I try harder, I would try double hard and still consistently keep falling flat on my face. So it really ended up getting to the point where I felt like there would be no resolve. And I ended up getting to the point where I was hopeless. But one thing that I always did too was I kept faith. Not only did I keep the faith that things were going to get better, I made sure that I had friends to speak with when I wasn't in the right state of mind. They would probably give me some insights that I probably couldn't see at the moment. But nonetheless, I was pretty much losing hope. And I spoke to a really good friend, and I was telling him, I'm at a crossroads in my life right now. I really don't know what to do. And at that point, my mental state was in the dumps because everything that I tried, it wasn't working. And fortunately, that friend gave me some sound advice, and I took it, and I ended up relocating back to the West Coast. So I'm just sharing this story with you because, and I believe I shared it briefly in my previous video. So when I relocated back to the West Coast, in a matter of 2.5 years, I had put down my earnest deposit for my first house, and then shortly after that, I moved into the house. So, how did I make that fast transition? Although when I was going through it, it didn't seem fast, but how did everything change so quickly? Everything changed quickly because, again, like I said in the beginning, I've always had a higher vision of myself. Number two, I've always had goals. So if I'm not feeling good, I would look at these goals and go, okay, well, these aren't going to check themselves off. You have to be the person to do it. So I would have the goals in front of me. And then the biggest thing is I always make sure that I have good people around me that I can speak to that can probably help me see things that I can't see for myself at that time. So again, I just really wanted to keep this video short. I see there's a lot of negativity out there, and there's ways that we can deal with it. Start by having a higher vision of yourself. You were put here for a reason. Whatever that reason is for you, you can't leave this place until you accomplish it. Have a higher vision for yourself, have goals that make sense to you, and have the right people in your corner. And I promise you, there's absolutely no way you're going to fail. Until next time, like, comment, subscribe. Generational Wealth.